We transition up here to the top side. Zion finding some nice damage off there on Lawrence here, actually having a decent HP advantage. And Maokai flashing in to try and counter jungle this Vi here. Gonna actually maybe get a pick off here. And they do manage to take down the Vi. And maybe even counter jungle her blue buff here. Carleton taking a lot of damage, zoning off Barlow with those traps. That's an amazing refrag there. But Ahri gonna come over actually and try and fight this blue buff. HU trying to resurface, but they actually get a pick off on Patalp as well. Who gets spotted on the pink ward, and Patalp moving down here as well to help reinforce the spot lane. Nothing is going to come of it, but there is a lot of pressure drawn on Carleton there. They are going to try and counter jungle this blue buff. However, this might result in a fight. The Maokai ult does come out, roots Patalp in spot, as well as Gusto there. They are going to drop Gusto as the Ahri gets pushed into the wall, stunned. The Ahri ult comes out. Neverstory getting damaged pretty badly here. Shorter Race going to get another kill. However, does get taken down in the end. Patalp managing to dash away. Emps managed to finish the kill though. Fancy footwork here. Are they going to be able to finish off Gates? Just managed to walk away. Karma does not manage to finish him off. A lot of trades there. However, HU still coming out on top. Amplifying that gold lead up to about a 3k gold lead now. It looks like they are walking towards mid. Maokai gonna pop it over those Raptor bush. Hit that mid turret for them, forcing Carleton to back off a little bit. So that is gonna destroy the mid tier 1 turret. First turret going down in that mid lane. HU now grouping up for a push here. Trying to find a pick here on the enemy team. Nevertail gonna get another slam down. However, Gusto overstepping into that Maokai ult, really overpositioning himself. However, Lawrence also getting overpositioned here, gonna get charmed and taken down as well. Shorter Race trying to fight back here. However, Undefined might be able to punish Shorter Race here for being in this position. Shorter Race trying to step away. However, the Ahri chasing does get charmed once again. Gonna flash out of the Scion. However, he is gonna get taken down in the end there by that Scion axe. And now Carleton's starting to come back, actually. An aggressive push in here from Gusto. Fighting on both ends here. Gusto managing to back out from the back. Scion ult does come out onto Shorter Ace. However, Gusto does go down there. Undefined now in the middle of the enemy team. Gonna go down as well. That Scion passive letting him survive a little longer. Patalp dipping and diving through the enemy backline. Akshan gonna go down as well. Draven does get finished off there by Emps. Now, with 3 players dead on the side of Carleton, HU gonna go for this Hextech Drake. It's Patalp trying to get away here and get off a recall. However, is getting chased down by Short Race and Emps. Patalp at this point hoping to just execute, and does manage to do so. Not giving over extra gold to HU than they need. HU now securing that second Drake. Shorter Race going for an aggressive push here. Gonna ult onto Gusto as the curtain call does come out there from Jin. Well, good damage being put out onto Ahri as well. Now HU pinging Baron. Maybe even gonna go for this 21-minute Baron here. Shorter Race does start it, and it does look like they are gonna go for this Baron here. With Emps moving around behind it, trying to guard, making sure the enemy can't come in from the back. Try and seal it away, as that last hit is what matters most with the Baron, as whichever team does get the last hit to finish off the Baron does get the Baron buff. And Carleton may be sensing that they are going for this Baron, gonna try and trade that mid tier 1 turret, so they do get some value in giving up this Baron. And there it is, HU gonna be picking up that 21-minute Baron with this aggressive lead they have. Emps getting charmed there. A fight coming out from Patalp and Emps. However, Patalp just getting dropped from far away by that Jin. Absolutely. I really like the way there that Emps didn't finish off the kill and fed that kill to his Jin. With that snipe from Jin's W. Trying to funnel gold into that later game champion like Jin, instead of giving it to the LeBlanc, who is pretty much past her usefulness at this point. Now Emps trying to zone Undefined here, as Barlow is nearby. Emps needs to not get caught out by Undefined. Alright. Undefined getting caught out by HU. Does have to flash to try and get back to the turret. Is going to ult away, becoming unstoppable. Meaning he cannot be CC'd when he's in that ultimate. And the curtain call coming out again. Putting on some good damage here onto Neverstory. And he is actually going to drop. Barlow in this backline is also going to drop, however, overstepping a little bit. Giving away some gold to the enemy team there. Patalp, shorter ace, dives onto Patalp. Patalp maybe going to go down here again. Undefined, re-aggressing into the enemy team here. However, getting CC'd is going to go down as well. Some misfight going on as well, but Gusto does manage to drop that action. And Gates trying to run away now, but he does get dropped as well by Michael. That's a triple kill for Michael. Amazing work there coming out. And Gusto going to go down as well in mid. HU able to free reign over this enemy base. Get some inhibitors, get some turrets down. Shorter ace diving into Undefined. Another stun going to come over from that Karma. Undefined is rooted in place, being damaged really badly now, and is actually going to get taken out. As the Maokai comes out for insurance. Curtain call getting popped again. Maybe able to find one more pick. But actually, no. Not going to be able to find anything as this tier 3 turret is not going to be pressured. Undefined being that strongest member on the team. Oh my goodness, Gates almost goes down there from that LeBlanc. Very close. And we have lost the feed for a second here. And we did regain that feed now. Sorry for the technical issues there. We are good. HU now pushing into the base with Undefined dead. Much easier. Gonna take down Gusto. Shorter ace being very aggressive up here in the enemy team's face, catching people out. And Makel absolutely dominating in the enemy base. As HU pushing through this Nexus turret. Very close to the end. However, HU very low here. Starting to back off. Shorter ace. Gonna go down there. HU does find that refrag on the Neverstory. Blanc gonna dip down into that bottom river. Gonna pull off a recall. Does have that teleport to regroup with the team. If they do end up going for a final push here. Undefined, taking a ton of damage from this Action and the Jhin. Already down to half health. Shorter ace taking some fights here. Does pop the ult. And wow, it's gonna catch 3. As HU dive into this ult. Taking down as many people as they can. Undefined forced to run back into spawn with his ultimate, and the curtain call coming out. Gusto getting stuck. And is going to get dropped there as HU break this Nexus turret. Pressure the enemies back into spawn. And eventually break this Nexus. That's going to be game 2 for the Harrisburg Storm. And we are going to game 3. For HU actually at an advantage now. Question is, what will they be able to do with it? Currently, it looks like they are taking that Rift Herald. As Gusto is chilling down here on the bot lane. Getting his chickens. Azir does clear out the bush. Finds Emps. Patalp and Undefined moving down here, trying to fight for this Rift Herald. However, HU has the advantage. Does manage to push him away, though, with that Azir ult. Lawrence still in there. Drops the Azir. The set W does some good damage, but he's not able to actually find anyone and finish anybody. That's 2 more picks to the side of HU. This bot lane getting pressured. Shorter ace coming down here. Trying to see if they can pull off a tower dive. But they do have that ward in that bottom tri-brush. Spotted out Shorter ace. Able to run away to their tier 2 turret and hit off a recall. Emps pops the ultimate here. But Emps very deep. Shorter ace coming up to try and help Emps out. Patalp managed to get away. Dashes to the chickens. Jarvan ult comes out as well. Patalp probably going to go down here. Does manage to fall. Gusto on that Jarvan escaping away. Back down mid lane. And Undefined just on an island here. Unable to fight this Fiora at all. You put in some damage, but she will always out damage him at this point in the game. There is pretty much no way for him to beat her anymore. And Lawrence even able to fight over here, forcing Gusto to flash off of his own blue buff with the level of pressure that Lawrence is applying. Great item choice there from Lawrence to build that Divine Sunder into 3 very tanky champions. It doesn't matter how much. Oh, Lawrence pops the ultimate onto Undefined, but is not able to capitalize on it, tanking a turret shot, and those 2 other players from Carleton nearby. However, maybe a collapse coming onto Lawrence here. Gusto manages to knock him up, but will he be able to blast Cone away? And he does. Another fight coming onto Undefined. Really just getting bullied in this top lane now. unable to do anything against these players. And now, Carleton trying to get that Drake in exchange for Undefined's life, as HU also goes for the Rift Herald. Lawrence, however, trying to fight back here, forces Gusto out using that ultimate. Patal pushing back in. Lawrence single-handedly holding them off of this dragon for a little bit, but he's going to have to back off when he notices that there are 4 players there. Does put some good damage onto Gusto, though. Maybe even going to chase for this kill. However, he does get Thresh hooked, flayed away. That Thresh does manage to save Gusto's life. Now Undefined getting bullied in top lane again. Does he have his own ultimate used against him? As that is Silas's ultimate, he's able to take your ultimate and use it against you. Silas being a very strong character in that mid lane, especially when he's as fed as he is right now, 5-0 and 2. Lawrence applying some pressure onto Patal in this bottom lane. Does eventually get forced away. And HU now sitting very pretty. All the tier 1 turrets dead. All the tier 2 turrets dead. Massive gold advantage here. More than 10k gold ahead. All they have to do at this point in the game is not give away their shutdowns on that Fiora, the Silas, and the Ezreal. They should be pretty perched to win this game.
So with HU having such a large advantage, do you see any way Carleton can come back?
Primarily at this point, Carleton would have to come back via the game going on super long, so that Varus and that Azir in the bottom lane and mid lane could manage to scale up, get their items, as they are very strong in the late game. Varus being able to pretty much one-shot people from pretty far away with his arrows, and Azir being able to summon those sand soldiers to fight for him from a distance. However, HU pushing into the base super aggressively with this Rift Herald. Doesn't look like they're going to get the chance to scale into that late game. Rift Herald's going to go down now, but they got an entire inhibitor out of it. So it's very much worth it. Gusto going to have to back out there as HU comes up into this mid lane. Fighting the turret now. HU... So Emp steals that Neverstory ult, but however, he does get ulted himself and going to give away that shutdown. 600 gold goes into the Varus Neverstory. And oh my goodness, the Fiora gets ulted in as well by the Azir. They managed to kill Azir even. Amazing turnaround in that fight from HU. Alright, it's still not very good that they had to give away that shutdown gold onto that mid laner, Silas. Does go on to a good target as well, Varus. Getting a lot of gold there, 600. To be able to build into some more items. Does pick up Blade of the Ruin King now. Getting stronger and stronger, going to be more of a threat that HU has to deal with, especially with that ultimate able to lock people in place if he does land the skill shot. Gates now getting caught out in the enemy's blue side jungle. Probably going to fall here. They're going to give that kill over to Ezreal, as he's going to be able to do more with it than Short Race or Barlow would have been able to. That Ezreal, 2.5 items in already. Very strong AD carry there in that Ezreal. Undefined, gonna have to try and run away from Lawrence here. Harvey is gonna get ulted, giving Lawrence a slight speed boost towards him. And Undefined gonna ult him back, but is gonna go down again. Fiora now pushing into the enemy base as HU starts the Baron, but is gonna drop Patalp there. And Lawrence now clearing out the enemy base. However, Carleton not able to be able to base here and stop them, as HU's carrying them, not able to let them recall. And HU gonna secure this Baron now. So even if Lawrence can't enter that bottom lane, HU gonna have this Baron and make it a lot easier when they go in as a team. Now sitting on a 12k gold lead. Very dominant for HU in this third match. And as the Baron's health ticked down, they are gonna get that Baron with all 5 players alive. Very advantageous. HU can hit a reset as they approach more and more of these super powerful 3rd, 4th items. Very hard to deal with as they're much stronger than normal minions. Now trying to jump onto Lawrence, uses that riposte. The team fight starting to break out here. Lawrence puts some good damage on the gates, trying to finish off that Fiora ultimate. However, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. He's actually going to go down to the set, and Ezreal does pick off the Azir as well. Or the set ultimate comes out, and it's huge onto the HU, actually getting 2 or 3 picks. Short race by himself now on the enemy team. However, he's not actually going to be able to do it because Neverscore is going to drop him, and that shutdown gold from Sylas being given to Varus, really putting in work in that team fight as Varus gets 2-3 kills against HU. And now Carleton's starting to come back into that game with all that shutdown gold they got. Carleton does have to fight for this, as if HU gets Baron, it's probably going to be too much with those super minions, and it's going to overwhelm their base. So they really do have to fight for this. However, Lawrence back in the base, fighting Undefined, might just go for the back door here if he can kill Undefined, which he might be able to. HU trying to stop the bases, however, Patalp does manage to come back. That ult from Undefined does hit Lawrence pretty hard. However, he is going to get ulted again by the Azir. Does manage to take down one in the healing of the ult, but isn't going to be able to finish it. However, a great team fight outcoming here from HU. They managed to drop the Varus, meaning they really can't do much left from Carleton here. And Carleton now goes down. HU forgoing the Baron to just walk into the enemy base. 4 kills on the side of HU, 30-second respawn timers. All that's left is Patalp to hold that base down. As if HU just runs in here to be able to destroy the Nexus and finish the game. And it looks like HU going to dive onto Patalp, try and finish him off as well. However, he's going to dip into the base. And HU just going to hit that Nexus and finish the game. And we're going to finish with 2-1 for Harrisburg University, managing to close it out and a comeback.